Sorry, I was trying to.
I don't like whatever this is.
I think it's fantastic.
What is it?
You're. Jeez, can't say that. Even if she,
it's my mom. That's what we're going with. That is the official answer. And Cindy, you have the full right to be upset. Roll the intro. Welcome to the Garlic Voice podcast, where we treat friendship like a good recipe treats garlic. You can never have too much of it. We're your hosts. I'm Connor O'Connor.
And hold on.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Man, like I had one too. But I can't. No. Oh my goodness. I switched the vowels, man. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Welcome to the... No, I'm not doing it again. I'm your host, Connor O'Connor.
And I'm Genu. That's my name. And I'm I sold my soul to the devil. And all I got was this creepy cat. You know what, man? It sounded better in my head, okay? And I almost said Junie instead of Genu. Could you go away, please? Thank you.
I just realized my mic wasn't in the right spot. Have you been able to hear me the whole time?
I've been able to hear you.
Is this much better, though, right now?
This is good. Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm being honest, I don't remember what it sounded like before.
Fair enough. Can you hear the air conditioner now?
No. It's just... One thing I will say about Google Meets is that it's really good about filtering most background noise. Like sudden noises, yeah, it ain't great. But like running fans and stuff like that, I've never heard on here. So I think we're good.
Here we go.
Now, if it was like right on your microphone, probably would hear it. Oh, I don't want to test that. Actually, it cut it out. It cut it out after a second. So I'm saying like running noises ain't gonna do it.
There we go. Well, that's good to know, at least for the future, because it's nice outside today, and also last night for the fireworks and everything.
Yeah.
But man, does it get hot up here.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. You're like the top floor. Like that sucks.
Yeah.
All of the everything.
For those of you at home who don't know, heat rises, and we are on the third story of this house.
If we're getting technical, cold air sinks, so it pushes the warm air up. I don't know if like heat rises is technically correct. It's just pushed up, which, yes, being pushed up makes something rise, I guess, but
you just actually yourself.
Technically, the only reason it rises is because of cold air sinking.
There was a season of Dimension 20 where Hank Green was on, and he played a character inside someone's head. It was called Mentopolis, and he played hyperfixation.
Yeah.
He was called the Fix.
Yeah.
He intimidated people by giving them facts, right?
Yeah.
It's sort of what I do to confuse bullies to get them to leave me alone.
For sure.
One of his facts was that for every snake in the world, there's one snake penis. Because snakes' penises, just like their tongues, are forked at the end. And so it's technically two different appendages.
Right. So if there's 50% male snakes, 50% female snakes, there's two penises on a male snake, which makes up for the lack of penis on the woman snake.
And Dimension 20 does an after show called The Adventuring Party where they talk about the episode, and Brennan was talking to Hank about that sort of fact and everything, and he's like, "Oh, well, that's what my job is. It's to take a fact that's unfun, such as, well, for every snake, there's prehensile penis, blah, 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 all of that, and turn it into, for every snake, there's one snake penis, because it makes it more fun and palatable for the audience."
Right.
So when I say that heat rises, don't correct me.
I can do whatever I want, actually.
Fair enough. I'm trying to sound smart. I don't know about you.
I'm too tired to even remotely think smart is an option.
That's gonna suck for what I have planned today. Then.
Oh, great! I love it. I'm so excited.
You shouldn't have told me that.
So far, I've gotten 3 hours of sleep. So I think that's pretty good considering. Go ahead. No.
You go for it.
I actually didn't have I didn't have anything after that. I just was gonna keep talking and hope my words connected.
I was gonna let you know, in solidarity, I got 4 hours of sleep last night.
Nice.
Because I was up till 3 a.m. thinking about a situation, not sure what I'm gonna do. And then I got up at 7 to pee, and I was like, I could go back to bed, or I could watch TikToks in my bed for 3 hours.
Yep, there you go. I don't. If I didn't have to stay up all night again tonight, I wouldn't care. You know what I mean? I would just get 3 hours of sleep. I don't care. But I do, unfortunately, have to stay up all night tonight.
Unfortunately, if I had remembered to text you earlier yesterday, we could have recorded probably yesterday.
Right.
But both of us have plans for today, so it had to be done. Anyways, speaking of getting done this morning, do you want to take a quiz?
Yeah. Yes. Is this the thing you told me not to go on Snapchat for?
No, that's a different bit that hasn't finished yet.
That hasn't finished. Okay.
I'm doing pre-planning now, okay?
Wow, he's actually doing stuff before the podcast, for the podcast. It's a miracle. Yeah, I don't do that either. So
all right.
Okay. Well, let's do it.
We've been talking about Pokemon a whole lot lately, and it's got me reminiscing. And so I wanted to see if you were reminiscing as much as I was and see what you remember about Pokemon.
Okay.
Or more accurately, what you might currently know about Pokemon.
Probably 0. Let's
this
do
is
it.
A quiz called Pokeponders.
Pokeponders. Good name.
Are you ready?
Born ready.
Do you have a whiteboard? Because you might want to write things down.
I guess.
You don't need to write them down to show me the answer. That's not the other show, the Clever Boy Quiz, the show.
Mm-hmm.
Where you can find it wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes coming this year, hopefully.
New episodes definitely coming this year. I just gotta.
Just gotta finish the season. That's all.
Just gotta not be working,
We were on a roll, and then the last 2 months just got heckin' busy for us.
Yeah. Yep. All right, let's do this quiz.
Okay. Ready?
I'm about to crush it.
So this, as I've said, this is just on Pokemon. So out of the 27 starter Pokemon currently within Pokemon, only 2 have secondary types besides grass, water, and fire.
Gyarados, final answer.
What are they? And for a bonus point, what types?
I was thinking of my funny answer. I didn't actually listen to what the question was. So you said out of the starter Pokemon.
There are currently 27 starter Pokemon.
Yes.
So just the main series, no Pikachu or Eevee. All of them have grass, water, and fire. 2 of them have a secondary type as the starter.
as like the first evolution, I guess,
Yes.
first basic form of the starter.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Which two and what types are they for a bonus point?
Okay. I'm gonna go. Don't think this is right. I don't. If I'm being honest, I don't know. I'm gonna write my answers down regardless. Is that in the game? No, I think that's just a card. Ah, beans. That's just a. Wait, no. That is in the game. That is in the game. I'm trying to remember what's in the cards versus what's in the games. Because there are certain Pokemon, for example, fighting type Pokemon, which don't exist in the card games.
Yes, but the card game does have fire, water, and grass.
Yes. Yeah. But if they're dual type, it's not dual type with fire, water, and grass. It's dual type with one of the other type, right? Get down. Stupid. I have to have my window or my door open because of the AC, and the cats are going freaking crazy. Ahsoka, get in here. Come on, lay down. Yeah, I don't care if you're on the bed. Okay. I'm back to it. Number one. You said there are 3 of them, right?
There's 2 of them.
2. Oh, so there's 2 of them. What else could there be? Definitely not the original. They didn't really have a lot of, if any, dual types in the original. I don't think. Goodness. Can I look up a list of the starters without looking at typing? I just want to look at all of the starters.
Yes.
Okay. Starter. Going up. Okay. Here we go. So we got Bulbasaur. We got Chikorita. We got Trico. We got Turtwig. That sounds very promising. Snivy. Don't think so. Chespin. Don't think so. Rowlet. Also possible. Ah, Beans, man. Why'd you have to do this to me?
This is the first question,
I
man.
know. And I'm looking at them and I'm seeing different options here, right? That I don't think it is now the one that I had. Now I have to erase it and do what's his yeah. I'm not even gonna tell. Do I have to tell you the types?
If you want a bonus point.
Beans. Okay. I'm just gonna guess because I actually don't know this at all. No. Stop being dumb. I said, are you listening?
Yes.
I said Rowlet, who is grass and psychic. I have no idea. And Froakie, who is water and poison.
You have one of the Pokemon correct.
No way, but not the typing.
But neither of the types correct.
Dang. What?
Neither of the secondary types. What are you confused on? The secondary type.
I had to give you just the secondary types. Okay, I'm sorry. That's my bad. I thought I had to give you the typing. I mean, I guess it's pretty obvious what the typing is.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So Rowlet is a dual type.
Nice.
But it's flying because it's a bird, Matt.
Yeah, but it also becomes like weird samurai thing, I think.
It becomes grass fighting. In the Legends Arceus, but he comes ghost flying, I believe, as Decidueye. Or no, grass ghost as Decidueye in the main series game.
Right.
It loses the flying type and becomes ghost.
Nice. Okay.
Bulbasaur is grass poison.
In the original game?
In the original games, he's always been grass poison. So Charmander and Squirtle are both pure types.
Yeah.
Bulbasaur is grass poison, and his entire line is grass poison. Well, the other 2s are only mono fire and mono water.
Yeah, except Charizard gains flying in the newer ones.
Oh, he'd gain flying anyways, actually. So he just doesn't gain the dragon type. That's what I was thinking of. Sorry.
Yeah.
But Squirtle doesn't gain any extra type.
Right. I did not know that Bulbasaur was a dual type. That's fascinating information. Thank you for that. I'm not going to say I hate you. I'm not going to say I hate you.
I'm gonna say no points on that one.
That's fair.
Number 2.
Wait a second. I should get at least 8 point, right? Because I got one of the Pokemon.
The main question was to name the 2 Pokemon that are dual type. You got one of the 2.
Okay, whatever.
If you had gotten, oh, okay, well, I guess you did say poison, which is Bulbasaur's dual type, but
But
I'm not giving you a point. No, you're not going to convince me.
Fine.
Number 2. Spiritomb is a Pokemon that is made of multiple spirits locked together inside the old Keystone. What is the number that is most associated with that Pokemon? I will give you some examples so that you can know what to think about. It is their Sinnoh Pokedex number, their weight, and the number of wisps that you need to find it in Legends Arc.
There were so many wisps.
Mm-hmm.
You know how long I went searching for those wisps?
Hey, you know there's the one I haven't found?
Still?
Yes.
Man, that's rough. I just looked it up online, if I'm being honest.
We've had this conversation. I looked it up too, but it's in the tundra.
What's wrong with the tundra?
The tundra is white and it's hard to see a light purple wisp in that.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh man, I wish I knew this. So Sinnoh, which generation's that? Can you give me that?
Gen 4.
Gen 4. Oh man, that's a lot of Pokemon. I was saying like the original is 121. So if we're what? It's not?
It's not 121.
It's not?
Ask me a third time. See if I say yes.
How many's in the first one?
151.
151. Sure. Again, 3 hours of sleep. I'm too tired to think. 151. So if we're thinking, I know each generation doesn't have that much. And it kind of goes up and down. But if we're thinking maybe around 100 per game, right? We're in the 400s for Spiritomb, right? In the 4th generation of games. Theoretic, I don't know what its Pokedex number would be. 426. Was that the question? I don't know. Yeah, right? Right? What number is mostly associated with it? I don't think I had to find 426 wisps, though. Maybe it's like 26 because it's 426. You know what? 26. No, you said it was also his number. 426. Final answer.
Do you want me to reread the question?
Yes.
Spiritomb is a Pokemon made of multiple spirits locked together in what is into the odd keystone. What is the number most associated with the Pokemon, i.e., their Sinnoh Pokedex number, weight, and the number of wisps needed in Legends Arceus?
Sinnoh Pokedex number, dummy.
Sorry. Did I overemphasize one of them so that you would give me the right answer?
I didn't call you a dummy. I called me a dummy.
I know.
Then we're gonna go with 26. I don't know. I'm just giving you a number here. 26.
Final answer?
Yeah.
The 108.
So close. I was like right there.
I do want to check something though. What was you said 426?
Yeah.
Its national dex number is 442.
Oh, so close. I was actually close on. Nice.
That's what I wanted to tell you, that you were close on that one. Otherwise, you were incredibly far off and just all in all, terrible performance. But all right, next question. This pseudo legend has the highest level up evolution in the game at level 64.
Dragonite. Dragonite. Final answer.
Hey Matt, is that the only pseudo legend you can think of right now?
No.
No one else can. Hey, no one else can hear me right now. This is just between you and me.
Another one I can think of is Heatran, and I don't believe he evolves.
Not a pseudo legend.
Not a pseudo legendary?
That's just a regular legendary, actually.
That's a legendary?
Heatran, yes.
Man, that's crazy. I thought he was pseudo legendary. Then yeah, Dragonite's the only one I can think of right now. Isn't that wild?
Okay, so you're incorrect.
What?
It's actually his Vilas and the Hydreigon, which is the Gen 5 pseudo legend.
Nice.
But you tried.
I did. Thank you. Thank you for noticing my effort.
Yeah, highest level in the game. And you don't get his Vilas until the Victory Road.
Rough, buddy. That's like right at the end.
Exactly. All right, number 4. Which generation has the highest number of non-evolving Pokemon?
So what do we have? 9, 8,
9 gens.
9 gens. The highest number of non-evolving Pokemon.
Yes, these Pokemon don't evolve.
Right.
Which I should say, like, they're not like the final stage. There is no evolution line for these Pokemon.
Yeah. You know what? Just gonna go back to my roots and say Gen 1. Final answer. Yeah. You were aware before we started.
I want you to just put some effort into it. Like,
buddy, do you want me to go back and think of every single non-evolving Pokemon and figure out which gen they come from?
I mean, maybe think of, hey, were there some kind of gimmick Pokemon introduced in this region?
There's a lot of gimmick Pokemon introduced in like every generation.
Except the first.
Yeah, but there was a lot of non-evolving Pokemon.
There's 11, which is the lowest amount.
Ouch. That's rough, buddy. I picked the lowest one.
That's why I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm disappointed in me too, though.
Because the answer is Gen 9.
Really? That's crazy.
Really?
Why is it Gen 9? How many do they have?
It's like 40 something. There's all those like the Paradox Pokemon and all that you got to remember, and then there's so many
you know what I want to fight you on, which I don't care. I've lost the point and it doesn't matter. Technically the Paradox Pokemon do evolve, just not in the way that we think, right? Like
that's not what we're talking about here.
Yeah, we're talking like real evolution, not Pokemon.
There are 43.
Nice. I was close.
40 if you're counting all the different Tatsugiri.
Oh, I love Tatsugiri
as one Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
They count all the different Squawkabilly as one Pokemon, so I don't know why the Tatsugiri are different.
I don't know.
Maybe different stats. I don't know. But there's also there's all of those. There's the 4 Pokemon of Ruin.
Probably because the Tatsugiri are actually like different forms rather than just different colors. Or is the Squawkabilly different forms?
Oh, you're right. They are different forms.
Yeah.
But then there's like the legendary Pokemon alone in this region are more than Gen 1.
That's crazy. A lot of those. Yeah, I want to say I love these new games. I'm loving them. They're such fun. The fact that we get a legendary just as a part of the storyline kind of ticks me off, if I'm being honest. Like it's cool, I guess. But it also like diminishes the coolness of the legendary. In my opinion, I could be totally wrong, but like I was riding the legendary around as a bike for the entire game.
Yes, but at the risk of making you sound like a Reddit thread right now, that's not the legendary that you get. The legendary you get is the other one that comes back in time that you catch, which is technically not even part of the story. It's after the story. As well as there are other legends that you catch as part of the storyline that are actually more integral to the storyline. such as Gen 4s with Dialga, Palkia, all of the Lake Guardians. I mean, in Gen 9, or not Gen 9, Gen 7 with the Alola games, you literally have to evolve Cosmog into either Solgaleo or Lunala as part of like getting rid of the Ultra Beasts and stopping Lusamine.
Sure.
It's always been you're
I
just a Gen 1er that's like, oh, here's a side quest to go catch a legendary Pokemon.
Okay, I'm a Gen 4er, right? Or Gen 3?
Gen 3 is Hoenn.
Yeah, I'm a Gen 3er, right? Where
okay, that was the first game. That was the first game where the Legends was part of the story.
Where you had to go in and you had to stop Groudon or whatever and Kyogre from fighting. It's like that was like your main goal. You just stop them from fighting. It was the very.
Oh, but I hate when you just get a legend as part of the story.
You don't. I mean, you can catch it, I guess, but like I never did. I just beat the crap out of it. That was me as a kid. I just beat the crap out of it. In this, you open the game and they're like, "Here, your very own legendary. You get to ride around as a bike." I know.
Yes, but you don't get to battle with it. You just ride it as a bike. There's a difference.
You can't lose the battle. If you lose
the battle,
it's not a battle. Try again. Connor, you just get it as a bike. Connor,
it's a bike. Yeah. It's not a Pokemon. It's an object.
This is my slave, and that's all he is.
This is a sandwich-powered bike, and you need to respect him.
Right, you're right. You did have to go on a sandwich mission to get him to really like you and trust you.
You put some respect on his name.
Get my wife's name. Sorry. All right, let's go to the next question.
Number 5. 7 Pokemon types have been paired with every other type. Name 4 of them.
I'm gonna say normal, right? Like that just makes sense. Hopefully, that makes sense. Because there's been normal forever, and there's probably like, yeah, normal. That's right. I fire, which sounds weird because why would fire be paired with water? But isn't there like literally a legendary or a pseudo legendary or whatever that is fire and water type? It's the cannon guy. The stop barking, please, for the love of God, stop barking. I'm gonna say fire. That makes sense, right? I'm pretty sure there's been a fire grass type, which also is a weird combination, but I'm like 70% positive there has been. I hope so. Fire sounds right in my opinion. It sounds right. Dragon's another contender, right? There's not a lot of dragon types, but it's a contender, right? I know there's a dragon ghost. I know there's a dragon flying. I'm not going to go through all this. Gyarados. Is Gyarados a dragon type? I can't remember if Gyarados is a dragon type or not. I know it was water flying. I just don't know if they switched it to dragon type. I know it does dragon type moves. You know what? Okay. You said there are 4 types that have been paired with every other type.
There are 7. You're giving me 4.
Oh, okay. Wow. Really? There's 7? Okay. That's fine. Normal, fire, dragon. It's pretty plausible. Let's go with ghost. Maybe. Ghost sounds right. Yeah, that's my 4 right there. Water, normal, dragon, ghost. No, I'm sorry. Fire, normal, dragon, ghost.
You got none correct.
What? I disagree. Okay, why? How did I get none correct?
Well, first of all, normal has the most unused, I think, because there are normal ice, normal bug, normal rock, normal steel hasn't been done yet.
Okay.
We're still waiting on a fire fairy, ice poison, ground fairy, bug dragon, and a rock ghost. So your options were water, grass, electric, fighting, flying, psychic, and dark. I will let you know you are correct, though, that Volcanion was a fire water Pokemon, and Sculvillion was a fire grass Pokemon. But you forgot about Fairy type.
I don't really care about Fairy type, if I'm being honest. I hate Fairy type. I don't think I like a single Fairy type Pokemon. So, next question.
I'm glad we're getting back to the classic form of this show because I just know you're going to yell at me for this one now.
Yes, I am.
How many Ultra Beasts, including their evolutions, are there?
75. Do you want me to? I don't know. I don't care. I never played the game, and all of them suck except for Buzzswole, who's a classic Gym Bro mosquito.
Okay, I asked this question because there was a recent TCG expansion.
Guess what? I didn't even get them all. I remember like 6.
The only one I don't have yet is Buzzwole.
They evolve?
One does.
That's unfortunate. All right. Let's go with 11 of them and then 12 because wait. Does it only evolve once? Maybe it evolves twice. No, I'm just going to say it evolves once. So 12.
There's no way you're not cheating.
I'm not. I swear. Did I get it right?
Correct. Yeah.
I finally got one and I just guessed. Ha!
So there's Poipole, which is said to be the starter in the Ultra universe.
Right.
Where the Ultra Beasts come from. That evolves into Naganadel.
Yes.
So that's 2. Bellerophon, Kartana, Celesteela, Stakataka, Guzzlord, Buzzwole, Pheromosa, Neoligo, Necrozma, and did I say Bucephalon?
Yeah.
Oh, which one? Did I say Guzzlord?
Yep.
Oh, it's Circuitry.
Sure. Is that the one that just looks like a bunch of wires with the disco ball head?
Yep.
If I'm being honest, I hate those Pokemon. I really do. I think they all look stupid except for Buzzwole.
I think Buzzwole looks the dumbest out of all of them, but okay.
No, I think you're wrong.
All right, number 7. Gen 4 introduced several new evolutions for many Pokemon that really benefited from them. One such Pokemon was Tangela, now evolving into Tangrowth.
Mm-hmm.
But which move does your Tangela need to know when it levels up to evolve? Is it Power Whip, Ancient Power, Hammer Arm, or Double Hit?
At least it's a multiple choice. I could just guess one and hope. I hope I get it right. Go ahead with them again. Just the moves.
Power Whip, Ancient Power, Hammer Arm, or Double Hit?
Power Whip sounds good, but because they're like little viney things, you know what I mean? Like that makes sense, right? But I do like the idea of Double Hit. I don't think it's Ancient Power. I could be wrong. I'm gonna go with my gut instinct and say Power Whip.
Final answer?
Yeah.
It's Ancient Power.
No, it's not.
You fell into the classic trap of me picking what would be the most obvious answer to make it the level up move instead of just giving it Ancient Power. It's such a dumb decision.
Yeah. That they gave it Ancient Power?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what else needs Ancient Power to evolve?
There was
Piloswine into Mammothswine. That makes sense.
Yeah. That makes
It's a mammoth.
Yeah.
Those are ancient.
Right. This is just a tangle of vines. Do you think that's how they named it? Tangle of vines, and they're like, oh, Tangela. You know what I mean?
Probably.
Tangle of vines.
Wouldn't put it past them.
Okay, next question.
Number 9. What concept was added in Gen 2 games, which created new evolution lines for Gen 1 Pokemon without making them evolve, and also involved Professor Elm's field of study?
I might need run that back one more time, please.
What concept was added in Gen 2 games, which created new evolution lines for Gen 1 without making them evolve, and also involved Professor Elm's field of study?
New what? Okay. In Gen 2, I don't think Man, you got me second guessing everything again. I was happy to leave this part out of my life, Connor. or at least once a month when we actually got to scheduling an episode. Gen 2 though, you know what I mean? Like, so you said, correct me if I'm wrong, you said it gives them new evolutions without making them evolve.
New evolution lines.
New evolution lines? Oh, baby Pokemon. Baby Pokemon. That's it, right?
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah. I was like trying to think.
Professor Elm's field of study was Pokemon breeding.
Yeah.
Because Gen 2 is when they introduced breeding Pokemon, eggs, all of that into the game.
Right.
And to do that, they gave a bunch of baby Pokemon, which were fully useless. Like,
Yeah, 100%. But they're cute.
yes,
They're cute. Pichu is adorable.
and baby Pokemon are still a thing. Most recently, Toxel from Gen 8.
Yes.
And
literally wears the diaper.
Titans pre-evolution, which I can't remember right now.
Me either.
Hey, speaking of Toxel, I just skipped over number 8, so we're going to go to that one now because that was number 9.
Okay.
Gen 8's Toxel evolves into Toxtricity, but it has 2 different forms dependent on what the Toxel's nature is. What are these 2 forms called?
Oh, I don't even know. There's the yellow spiky form and then the blue spiky form. I don't even know. I don't even remember the traits that make them evolve differently. There's like a calm one and an energetic one or something like that. And I'm just going to say that calm and energetic. That's the forms. That's them right there.
So your final answer?
Yeah.
You're so close.
No, I'm not. Don't tell me that.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
The amped and the low key form.
So just synonyms for the words I said. Cool. Got it.
Just more musical.
Right? Yeah, because they're very, very heavily like music coded.
The amped one is supposed to be an electric guitar, and the low key one is supposed to be a bass guitar.
All right, good stuff.
All right, question number 10. Which Pokemon ability is possessed by the most Pokemon? Sturdy, Intimidate, Levitate, or Swift Swim?
Intimidate. No, that doesn't sound right. Yeah, Intimidate.
Final answer.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You don't want to change it?
Nope.
You're fully
I want this quiz to be done. So yeah, I'm good.
That's incorrect.
Oh, whoa, really?
You said Intimidate?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's incorrect. I would have accepted 2 different answers because there's a tie for first.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Between Sturdy and Swift Swim.
I've never even heard of Swift Swim, which is
Swift Swim
wild.
Boosts the Pokemon's speed and rain.
Mm.
And there's a lot of water Pokemon, so that was probably could have been a good hint. And Sturdy, it cannot be knocked out in one hit, so you have like rock ground fighting Pokemon that will have Sturdy.
Sturdy was like my second place contender. You know.
Yeah. Intimidate's good though, because there are a lot of Pokemon that have Intimidate.
Yeah.
There's 46. It's the second most.
Nice.
And then Levitate has 41. I didn't do Keen Eye, which has more, is 43, because I figured you would probably like guess that Keen Eye wasn't a big one.
Even though it's just as big as the other one.
It's not just as big. It's less.
You just said it was 43 and the other one was 41.
Yeah, but okay. Robbie Williams is the #1 selling musical artist in England, and yet when he tried to release a movie here in America, no one knew who he was. Just because it's popular in some cases doesn't mean it's popular in other, Matt.
Okay.
Bonus time! This one's a question about me and Pokemon.
Robbie Williams, that's like the monkey-human hybrid, right?
Yes.
Okay.
While playing Brilliant Diamond, I caught my first main series game shiny Pokemon. This Pokemon was originally from Gen 2, is a dual type, and has received an evolution later on in the series. What Pokemon was it that I caught? Come on, this says everything you love. Early
No.
Pokemon knowledge.
No, I hate all of this.
No, you love Gen 1 so much. You should understand this early Pokemon.
You're telling me that I have to, first of all, remember which Pokemon are from which generation. And then I have to remember which Pokemon evolve in a different generation. And then I have to remember other parts of the question, Connor. And that's just not conducive to how I am right now. Or ever, really.
Do you want more information to narrow it down?
You know what? I'd love it. I'd love that.
So it also has a regional form and a regional evolution.
So now I have to remember regional forms and regional evolutions. Got it.
Matt, there's only one Pokemon that fits all of these criteria.
Yeah. Sure. Absolutely. Do I know which one it is? No. A lot of... Could you... Go away! Wah! I'm gonna kill somebody. Okay. Back to it, Matt. Start thinking. So, what are the criterias here? Right?
Sorry. Hold on. It's great to know what I'm going to be clipping to put on the internet.
So Gen 2, did you say?
Gen 2.
Gen 2. It
later receives an evolution.
An evolution later. It also has an Alolan, or not Alolan, but a regional and
a regional form that then gets an evolution, and it's a dual type.
And it's, oh yeah, that's gonna help. Trying to think of regional forms of Pokemon, right? I can't think of a single one except for Grimer. Grimer has a regional evolution. Happy Pride? I'm just kidding. It's not Pride anymore.
Always proud.
Bum 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 bum.
You just said to make a joke about how it's not Pride Month anymore, where we're wearing matching T-shirts.
It is Mankey. That line with Primeape and what's his face, who gets the coolest. That's Gen 1. I'm pretty sure.
It is, but I would love to hear your version of what the regional form of Mankey is that it never got.
It's just Mankey again, but it evolves this time into Annihilate. Dang it! Hold on. I got this.
Even though Mankey doesn't evolve into Annihilate?
It doesn't. It evolves into Primeape that evolves into the regional form, which is Annihilate. It makes sense. Okay, back to it. Gen 2. Goodness, do I remember any of Gen 2? No. Oh boy. You got this, Matt. You know all of this. You watched the TV series that was Gen 2.
Do you want me to bring it down even more for you?
Yeah, you know what I do.
It has one of the new types that was introduced in Gen 2.
There was a new type introduced in Gen 2?
There's more than one.
No, that's crazy. I don't think I'm gonna get this, buddy. I'm trying to think. I swear I'm trying to think. But for the life of me, I can't think of any regional Pokemon that's not Gen 1. Which I know there's probably a few, but I can't think of any.
When you think of regional Pokemon, which game are you thinking of?
All of them. I haven't played the Alolan one, right? Yeah, that's Sun and Moon.
Yep.
I haven't played Sun and Moon, so I don't know all the regional Pokemon in that, but I have played the two more recent games that also got some legendary Pokemon that were previous Pokemon, I believe. I could be entirely wrong. I was thinking Diglett, but that is Gen 1. I was thinking Grimer, but that is Gen 1. I was thinking, is Grimer Gen 1?
Yes.
Okay. You know what? I think I'm just wasting time for a question that I'm not going to be able to answer.
It's a dark type.
Dark type in its regional form or dark type in its original form? Is it Zoroark? I don't even know if that's Gen 2, but I know they're dark type and they get a regional form in the most recent or second most recent, whatever, the newer games. You know what? I don't care. Final answer.
Zoroark and Zora are from Gen 5.
Dang. Okay.
They are dark type though, and then they get the normal ghost type for Legends Arceus.
Yeah.
Legends Arceus is also where we get the regional form of Sneasler or Sneasel into Sneasler.
Right.
But the regular form of Sneasel, which is dark ice type, I caught while playing Brilliant Diamond and evolved into Weavile, which is the additional evolution that it got later on.
Mm-hmm. I'm proud of you, buddy. Good job for getting that. I don't think I've, maybe in the newer games, I don't think I've ever really caught or encountered a shiny Pokemon.
It's easier in Scarlet and Violet, and we definitely have because we did it together.
Oh yeah.
I have quite a few in there. And then in Legends Arceus, you get given one basically, and then it's easier to find other ones, and so I don't really count that as much. But
Okay.
Nice. And honestly, it might not be the first one I got because I don't really remember the older games very much. But it's the only one I remember, like, remember getting shiny.
Fair enough. Hey, good quiz. Good quiz. I loved every second of that, man. That was just like a solid 10 out of 10. I am so happy that I woke up for this. So happy that I woke up.
Well, hey guys, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode.
This whole episode, we've literally been filming for like an hour. This whole episode has been this godforsaken quiz.
Well, then you talk to me about what
I didn't even get to talk about the two awesome movies that I got to watch this week.
Let's talk about them because I'm gonna have to cut out probably half of that because it's just you umming and awing.
Yeah, that's oh. There's a huge spider above me, and it's made its nest. That thing's nasty.
It made a nest,
like a little web. Okay, sorry. Sorry.
Excuse me while I go burn my house down.
Okay, all right, I can focus. So, the movie that I watched, the two movies that I watched, one of them was K-pop Demon Hunters, which is number 2 on Netflix. We had to buy Netflix, which goes against everything I believe in, to be able to watch this dang movie. Yeah, and man, am I happy that we did. Not that we gave money to Netflix, because screw Netflix, but because we watched this movie and it was incredible. I'm not going to lie. It was incredible. It was a really great movie. This tiger behind me, yes, it is a tiger. Shocker. Is based off of traditional Korean art. I'll show you. Here we go. That's it right there. Can I share my screen, please? Can I share my screen, please? Thank you. Share. So you see that, right? that
okay
is what it is based off of. I mean, obviously there's plenty of other versions with, like, look at that, scary eyes. Like that's what it's based off of. Oh, perfect. Look at that.
Okay.
Oh, what are those eyes? Why do they look like that? I'm sorry.
That's the problem for sure.
Yeah. Okay, but that is what this tiger is based off of, and he is a cute. He looks terrifying and creepy, but he's adorable in the movie. Regardless,
is he one of the aforementioned demons that they're hunting?
He is a demon, and he's not one that they're hunting. So this movie, I'll give you the short premise, as short as I can make it. This movie follows a trio of K-pop singers. They're a little band together,
Okay.
and they are also in their free time demon hunters. And their song is magical song, and they're able to hold back the demons of the world, of the underworld, with their song. It basically is like a protection spell. Um, but the demon lord Guima is getting stronger and is able to kind of break the barrier, push through the barrier. And so demons are coming through. And guess what? What's the best way to go against a K-pop girl band? A K-pop boy band. Exactly. So a trio. Oh my goodness. I almost said a trio of 5 demons. A band of 5 demons, I think, 5 or 6.
It's like Four Town.
Yeah.
Is it Four Town?
No, it's not Fort Town. A group
Ain't
of
nobody got it like you.
Are you racist? Are just all Asians the same to you, Connor?
None of the boys in Four Town are Asian. It just comes from an Asian-esque movie.
Yeah.
Called Turning Red.
Racist alert. Real this guy. Sorry.
You're talking to the wall again.
So it's a boy band, and they are demons. So they're trying to break the barrier further so that Guima can come into the world and take everybody's souls. You know, the classic demon mission here. There's a lot more to it. This is a demon who is also the pet of one of the demon guys, like the lead singer, I guess, of the demon. And there's like twists and turns that I don't want to spoil, but it's a really good movie. It's like a musical type movie, I guess, but like it's musical in the sense that like it has quite a bit of music in the movie, but they are K-pop bands, so like it kind of makes sense that they're
musical in the sense that like they sing in the movie and like
right.
There's music in it.
But there's only one real song in the movie that's a musical song. You know what I mean? Like that's out of context of a concert. Or
so
like
they perform a song outside of it being just diegetic.
Yes, whatever diegetic means.
Diegetic, if you want to think of Baby Driver.
Who asked me? I didn't ask. Why did I say me? Nobody asked, Connor.
Me asked no one.
So it's a really good movie. If you have Netflix already, which why? If you have Netflix already, I would recommend watching this movie. It's a fantastic movie. Although the level of amazingness that this movie and Elio is the same, in my opinion. But this is getting incredible ratings and Elio's getting terrible ratings. So do better. Although Disney's not great to support either. I don't know. The only reason I do it is Marvel and Star Wars at this point. Elio's great though. I don't know why I'm saying these things. I'm too tired to let my inhibitions take control.
Your inhibitions.
Great movie. Love it. Watch it if you can. Second movie that I watched finally was Sinners.
We haven't watched it yet.
Hunter was like, hey, it's on Max now. And I'm like, yes, I'm so excited because I have been waiting to watch this movie. I wanted so badly to watch it in theaters, but we didn't get to it. And it was good.
I can't wait to watch it. I found it yesterday as we were leaving to go see fireworks. And we just got home too late to watch it.
Yeah.
Last night.
I want to say without spoilers, it wasn't what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Not at all. Like I knew the premise of the movie, but I was still sort of like pleasantly surprised by some of it. It was good. It was good.
I can't wait to talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll have to hopefully on the next episode, Connor has time before the next episode to talk about it.
Green. I watched 2 movies this week.
What movies did you watch?
It was fun. My friends and I did like a little drive-in in my one friend's driveway. He set up
Nice.
the huge projection screen and everything.
A huge prescription drug.
A huge prescription drug. A big old projection screen. We brought snacks over, put out lawn chairs, And we did a double feature of The Cat in the Hat and The Guardians of the Galaxy.
Interesting double feature.
It was great.
Usually double features kind of are similar in theme or energy or literally anything, but that's good. That's good. I'm glad you guys.
I feel like those are similar movies.
Not even close. You guys broke ground, and I think it's revolutionary what you guys are doing. So keep it up.
Fun fact we learned about Connor.
Yeah.
This is something I've been being told a lot lately. I don't know if this is.
You're completely traumatized by The Cat in the Hat.
No, the exact opposite actually.
You fetishize The Cat in the Hat?
You don't? No. What I've been told a lot lately is I apparently talk in my sleep now.
Oh, really?
Which you have some expertise on if I've ever done that before.
I mean, you've mumbled. I don't know if I've ever had full conversations with you.
Okay. Been told by quite a few people lately, including my wife, that I talk in my sleep.
Okay.
But on Thursday, when we were at the movie, I fell asleep during Cat in the Hat, but apparently was aware enough to say the lines along with the movie while still being asleep.
No. You have not watched that.
I've watched it that much. I have.
That movie's terrible. It's
Matt. Oh, Matt, you froze on me, bud. Matt. Okay. Matt just lost power. We're gonna see what goes from here. Matt fully lost power. And so he can't come back on right now. So this is unprecedented for us, but I guess I'll just end us out here. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of The Garlic Boys. If you want more from us, you can check us out on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Threads. You can also go over to our Patreon at patreon.com/@thegarlicboys. Support us over there for as little as $3 a month, but we do appreciate it if you can go up to our $5 or $10 tiers. Just really help support the show, keep us going. And the more we're able to get that support, the more we're able to give for you guys. And so supporting us there helps us just continue to create more content. But if you want more from us, like some of what we're creating, and you want to physically receive something from that, you can head over to our Redbubble store, look at some of the designs that Matt and I have made based off of things we've said on the main show and the supporting shows and everything, and just support us that way. And you can watch video versions of this podcast over on YouTube at youtube.com/@thegarlicboys. For the supplementary mom report this week, I'd like to shout out the mom from The Cat in the Hat, Joan Walden. Her actress was Kelly Preston, who unfortunately passed away in 2020 from cancer. But shout out to Kelly Preston. She was fantastic in that movie. There's no place like Joan, I'll tell you that for free. Final thought for this week: when making fireworks, they put different chemicals together to make the different colors, and all of them only have one except for purple, which is a mixture of course, red and blue, and so they mix together the copper and the strontium. Strontium makes red for fireworks. Copper makes blue. They mix that together to get purple fireworks. There's your fun fact from Connor for this week. But thank you so much for listening, and remember, as always, to stay garlicky. If you're wondering, like I said, strontium is red, calcium is orange, sodium is yellow, barium is green, copper is blue, copper and strontium are purple, magnesium is silver, and aluminum makes white. No jokes here, just fact.